Welcome to No Lunch Lunch 2021. Who would have thought we would still be relying on screens to communicate, to meet, to celebrate, to stay connected? We are thrilled you could all join us today. For those of you that have never attended, No Lunch Lunch is normally in person here at the food bank. It's an event where a simple lunch of soup and bread is served. You wait in line, you get your bowl. No buffet, no wait staff, just like the people who rely on soup kitchens do every day. No Lunch Lunch has also become our traditional update on our work, as well as a celebration of your support of that work. Today, we will provide you an update on hunger and food insecurity in our county and on the work that we are doing to support vulnerable families. Our focus on nutrition has become foundational to our mission. Today, you will learn more about why nutritional security is so relevant to our community, to our collective future, and to our mission going forward. As always, at this time of year, we at Second Harvest send you and yours all the very best. We thank you for your ongoing help, your commitment to our mission, and the hundreds of well wishes and notes of support we receive throughout the year. As we look to the future, we remember the path that we have tread over the last 20 months. The road has been rocky, the climb has been steep, very steep for many of us. At Second Harvest, we know we could not have weathered this historic time as robustly as we did without the partnership, generosity, kindness, and investment from all of you, our supporters, our volunteers, our donors, and our sponsors. We fed OC together. We supported the vulnerable together. We strengthened this community we call home, Orange County, together. And we are undoubtedly stronger today, together.
Your donations have been a great help in feeding OC. Thank you so much.
Muchas gracias y gracias por todo el soporte que nos dan.
Thank you everyone. Salamat.
Gracias por todo.
Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Gracias por todo y gracias a cada uno de ustedes.
Thank you for supporting Second Harvest. Mahalo.
Merci beaucoup pour nous aider.
Thank you so much for supporting Second Harvest Food Bank.
Because of supporters like you, we are able to provide nutritious food to all who need it in Orange County. We thank you and we are grateful.
Xin nhận nơi đây tấm lòng tri ân của chúng tôi. Cảm ơn rất nhiều.
Supporters like you make this all possible. Thank you so much.
ជំរាបសួរបងប្អូនពួកម៉ាក់ទាំងអស់គ្នាអរគុណច្រើនដែលបានយកម្ហូបយកទៅឲ្យពួកគេហើយបានសេរីស្រួលអរគុណច្រើន
Without your continued support, we couldn't do what we do. Thank you.
I've been at the food bank for 28 years, and I'd just like to thank all the donors and supporters that helped us. Thank you so much. And don't forget us, just keep on donating and keep on helping because we're helping people that really need it.
Orange County's unadjusted unemployment rate in September was 5%. In July, the Congressional Budget Office announced that the national unemployment levels are unlikely to recover until 2024. On September 4th, the extended unemployment benefits for 2 million Californians expired, affecting many Orange County residents. The end of rent forgiveness will also affect thousands of Orange County residents. Unemployment statistics do not tell the whole story. Unfortunately, we know that many Orange County families have accumulated unexpected debt because of the COVID crisis. Debt in unpaid rent, mortgage, utility bills, health care, and many other life expenses. Thousands of families will spend months, if not years, digging their way out of the financial hole caused by COVID-19. A recent report states that the highest levels of food insecurity are occurring in our communities of color and in families with young children. The sector most impacted by COVID-19 was the hospitality, service, entertainment, and tourism industries, whose employees were often working in low-wage jobs pre-COVID. Those workers will be most challenged to repay COVID-related accumulated debt. These families will require support during the long financial recovery from COVID, as will the 249,000 people we were serving prior to March of 2020. The need remains high. As you listen to today's update, we ask that you also engage your imagination in envisioning a brighter future. A day where all Orange County residents have consistent access to nutritious food. A tomorrow where all Orange County students start the day with with a healthy breakfast that prepares them to learn and to focus. A future where health outcomes prepare rather than hamper our fellow citizens to achieve prosperity, contribute to the community, and never have to worry about feeding their families. Imagine that future and help us create it today.
You may know that our mission is to end hunger in Orange County. That mission supports a vision, a picture of reality that we're working to bring to life every day. We see an Orange County where all are fed, and we do this by providing dignified, equitable, and consistent access to nutritious food, creating a foundation for community health that uplifts all. We know this can be a catalyst for positive societal transformation. By providing access to nutritious food, our most vulnerable residents and families will have greater ability to lift themselves to higher ground. The focus on nutrition is at the heart of our strategy. It's core to fulfilling our vision. Providing good nutrition is more than merely feeding people. This is how we invest in our community. And investing in a healthier Orange County pays great dividends through a higher quality of life. So what exactly constitutes nutritious foods? And what does it mean to consume a healthy diet? All the food that we distribute follows a nutrition policy guided by the USDA's Dietary Guidelines for Americans. We distribute fresh produce, eggs, milk, and healthy proteins. We apply these nutrition standards to non-perishable foods as well, things like whole grain pasta and tuna packed in water. We monitor all incoming canned goods for sodium, added sugar, and fat content. We know that hungry and poorly nourished youth, whether in primary school or college, have more obstacles to learning. We know that workers perform better in their jobs when they fuel their days with healthy calories. By providing a steady supply of fresh produce, milk, eggs, and lean protein, those we serve know they can depend on their local pantry week in and week out for their families' essential nutrition needs. By holding high standards with our pantry partners for food safety and choice, we provide that nourishment in a consistent and dignified manner. By taking these extra steps to go beyond feeding to nourishing, we're providing a path to a brighter future, and we're enabling self-empowerment. Nutrition is the path to a healthier Orange County. It's at the heart of our business strategy. Our food sourcing team is laser-focused on securing the most nutritious food available. This plan is our monthly report card. All the food that's purchased and donated must fit into this plan. While we still measure pounds distributed, we're only reporting nutritious pounds to our stakeholders to keep a focus on nourishing, not just feeding. Here's Second Harvest Board member, Nutrition Advisory Council Chair, and Orange County Department of Education Administrator for Student Health and Wellness, Doreen Khatib, to tell you more about our plan for a healthy Orange County.
Hello everyone, it's great to be here with you all today. Second Harvest's focus on nutrition is near and dear to my heart because I've spent the last 20 years working in education to advance health and wellness with a focus on increasing access to healthy, nourishing food for students and families in our schools and communities. I know the nutrition gaps that exist for many children and families, as well as the physical, mental, social, emotional, and cognitive benefits of a nourished student body. And these benefits can and should translate to a healthy, productive workforce. At Second Harvest, we believe we could light the way to a healthier Orange County with the support and leadership of our pantry network, partner organizations, civic and corporate partners, and volunteers, and of course, stakeholders like you. Our foundation is providing dignified, consistent access to nutritious food every day through our pantry network to those families that rely on us for their daily sustenance. By providing nutritious foods day in and day out, we support strong physical, mental, and social-emotional health in our young developing children, in our workers, and in those who need the most help. We know that hungry students can't learn, and we have seen how hard it is for young people to concentrate, to engage, and achieve when they subsist off a poor diet. Healthy students are better learners, and healthy workers are productive workers. If we raise the educational outcomes as well as productivity of our young workforce, we could help improve outcomes for all and help more people thrive. Improved educational and health outcomes have a direct link to economic mobility. As young people have more opportunity to choose college, career, or technical education, and as those already a part of the workforce grow on their path to increased productivity and economic stability. By helping everyone have consistent access to healthy foods, we could lift thousands. And by doing so, we prepare our entire community for success in school, work, and life. We'd like to show you one innovative way we're fulfilling our mission. Check out the Harvest Solutions Farm and imagine what a consistent supply of locally grown produce could mean to our community and communities like ours across the state.
My name is A.G. Kawamura, and I'm a third-generation farmer here in Orange County. People talk about how many seasons you have under your belt. This is my 43rd year. Every year's different. We've learned how to grow crops on pieces of property that we don't own. Land managers with an edible landscape theme. So I'm here at the University of California's South Coast Research and Extension Center, and behind me is just one of the several wonderful plots of land that are available for us for a project where we're going to custom grow food for the food banks of the county.
This produce is the beginning of a new era in food banking here in Orange County. We will be providing dignified, consistent access to nutritious, locally grown produce. This is what food banking is in the future. This is what will lift folks out of poverty. We are thrilled to be partnering with AG and Solutions, and we invite you all to come down to the farm and volunteer.
Wouldn't that be something in my lifetime if we could see an end of hunger on this planet? Agriculture seems to be part of the solution set for what needs to happen on the planet, and we also see that there's these wonderful opportunities to try and kind of reestablish a presence for agriculture in an urban area that's not only innovative but collaborative too, and of course that's what this project has been all about. Producing a consistent supply of 45 acres worth of cabbage specifically for the food banks. We're here on the very first day of harvest of a project that just has so much promise. This is cabbage that's being harvested by volunteers of the Second Harvest Food Bank here of Orange County, and our goal right now is to produce 40,000 pounds of cabbage weekly, or other vegetables, all the way through the winter, all the way through the summer. But more importantly, it's nutrient-dense food for those most in need. And as we look at nutrition insecurity, if you will, it's something that we can address and create a solution for. So that's what this is all about.
What you can see behind me is over 70 volunteers who have taken some time out of their morning to come out here and start harvesting some cabbages. The cabbages being harvested here today are going to go back to the Second Harvest Food Bank Distribution Center, where they will be distributed throughout the community.
What a neat model that would be if some of the greatest food that we can produce in our society was actually produced with the idea that you're going to get it to those most in need. This is a game-changing way of thinking about how we address hunger, not only in our country or not only in our state, but certainly globally. Those most in need will be getting some of the greatest food ever, right off the farm and right into their homes.
The Harvest Solutions Farm is indeed an amazing place, one that will output roughly 40,000 pounds of fresh, local produce a month. The partnership between Second Harvest, the South Coast Research and Extension Center, and Solutions for Urban Agriculture can serve as a model for what is possible through supporting local agriculture. We will be documenting these very possibilities through a grant provided to Second Harvest by the USDA for the Harvest Solutions Farm over the next 24 months, so stay tuned. What a difference that fresh, locally grown produce will mean to working families. Imagine knowing that even when financial difficulties arise, those we serve will still have consistent access to quality, wholesome food. At Second Harvest, we consider this a sound investment in Orange County's future, one that we envision the community will also want to support. Imagine what this means to working families. Imagine how that security will let families concentrate on getting back on their feet with the knowledge that their kiddos are taken care of nutritionally. We do not need to imagine. We can hear from one of our families. Meet the Benuelos and hear for yourself.
We're a family of 4. My husband, Miguel, my son, Mikey, and he's 9 years old. My daughter, Valeria, she's 8 years old, and we live in Garden Grove. During the pandemic, Miguel lost a couple hours from his work, or there were times where he didn't even work. It really affected us when his hours were cut because we had to find a way, make a choice. Either we eat, or we pay rent, or we pay bills.
Before the pandemic hit, we were tight, with money.
It's costly to live in California. We would have to budget ourselves, and we would have to figure out a way in order for us to provide food.
You always feel like you have to do things by yourself and not ask for help. Having your kids there and you seeing them hungry, it takes a toll on you. And when you gotta ask for help, you gotta ask for help because those are my kids. I can't fail for them, and it's okay to ask for help. There's no shame on that. Doing everything for your kids is all that matters.
If it wasn't for the food pantry, I think I would be more stressful. Where are we gonna get that money from to provide for food? It makes us feel hopeful for our kids' future, knowing that they're receiving the nutritious foods that they need to receive on a daily basis. We're really thankful for the Second Harvest and to all the donors. With their help, it's another weight off our shoulders.
Thank you for donating. We're a real grateful family.
The Benuelos are a wonderful Orange County family. I've had the pleasure of meeting them and their 2 kids, Mikey and Valeria. The Benuelos kids are featured in a mural that graces the outside of our building here at the food bank. While a wonderful piece of community art in and of itself, the mural's true purpose is to remind all of us here at the food bank and those that come to the food bank each day to work, to volunteer, to deliver food, why we show up each day, who we are working for, and what our work means for the future. Another subtle feature of our mural is the representation of our Orange County highways, freeways, and roadways. In the mural, the map illustrates how very connected we all are. Orange County is a big urban center on a map. For those of us that are fortunate enough to live and work here, Orange County is our community and our home. Orange County stepped up and supported this food bank and our neighbors in need during the pandemic. For that, we are so very grateful. We ask you once again today, during this time of celebrating abundance and sharing, to remember how fortunate we all are to live here, to work here, to grow up here, and to raise families here. We ask you to make this possible for others by once again supporting the work of Second Harvest. Please give today. Your gift and investment in our future will nourish today so that all of us can look forward to a healthier Orange County and a brighter, better tomorrow. Thank you again for joining us today. On behalf of all of us here at Second Harvest, our board of directors, our staff, and our volunteers, you have our very best wishes for a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2022.